Morning, that was not a surprise from me that the whole market went again. After that announcement of that Powell, the director of the central bank or the CEO of the central bank, whatever nice title that kind of people have, where it's only about the money and nothing else. And what he announced is cutting the interest rate. And that would mean that the money would not go there, the money would go to Bitcoin, right? And what do you see? Because of cutting the rates, therefore Bitcoin went down. In my view, that's nonsense, okay? And now, why? Because he said something else. And he has a nice job promised to him. Believe me, these power groups behind the financial world, and that's for sure, that's BlackRock and Vanguard and those kind of people, yeah, they are, how you say, they have so much power, yeah. They asked this guy, listen, make that announcement just before Christmas, that's a good time. Yeah, people get nervous, I have no time for this, blah, 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 blah. And there it goes down, and they have all these sophisticated programs already ready to buy it up. That's what they have. You don't have that. You have a bot, and that bot has to learn from these crashes. A bot in the financial world knows about crashes and knows how to handle it. But in the crypto world, that's a little bit different. Most bots don't have that history and don't know how to handle it. There was a little bit in 2021 that you say, yeah, but this is something special. One time 20%, the second time 20%. I mean, in a week 50%. And when you look around, I mean, actually, there's nothing going on. I mean, it's when you look to your portfolio, 2 months ago, it was lower than now. And I see already, by the way, that now in the last half hour, there it goes up again. Yeah? I don't know what let me see how much not the XRP, the XRP does 217. And now I will check, let me see, the BTC. The BTC is 95 something. So it's coming up again. And end of the day, probably is just around the 100 again. Nothing going on. So every time I tell people, don't sell, but check what is happening in these markets. Yeah? And one of the things is that you see the market gets manipulated so the institutionals can buy big time. I tell you, when you check out who buys the most today, it will be the institutionals. I'm pretty sure of that. And you can see that when you check. Also in the gate on the cellular, you can see that perfectly. Yeah? Who is buying? Institutionals are buying. And they think, we saved the 10,000, the 10% on the price of the Bitcoin. Yeah! Yeah, they're happy. It's all a game. And it's all about the money. And persons like Powell, it's all about the money. They don't care actually about their reputation or what they say. Later they say, well, yeah, like in politics. Yeah, today they say this, tomorrow they say the opposite. It's manipulating the market, manipulating you. And who will finally pay the bill? Also when a share market goes down, who pays the bill? Not the institutionals. It's you. Because you think, oh gosh. So don't. Keep it and keep the crypto, but select. Yesterday I said a couple of that I say, ENA, virtual, let me see, I have some on the list, and let me say, ENA, E-N-A, VET with a V from victory, Eduard Theodore, and virtual is a good one. And then I have a list, that's a little bit of a list there I keep an eye on. And that's also how much they move. Are they interested for trading? And that is, for instance, and I have here a big book, yeah. and I put it in a book. I like that better. Do you also see, by the way, you bought it for $100 and then you want to see what is the value now. Try to find that in these platforms. It's like they want to hide it. You need only 3 numbers, yeah? Where you bought it for, what is the value now, and that's the point. Don't look to these percentages, because I tell you, they start confusing you. This percentage starts at this hour, that percentage starts at that hour, and what says a percentage? In the morning it goes 50% down, and then after that it goes 25% up. And what do you read? 25% up, and you think, oh, that's great. And you look to your saldo and you think, what's going on here? Funny, right? So keep an eye on it. Very simple. How much did you put in it? $100? Okay. What is the value now? 121? Great. Okay. Is it 90? Yeah, well, you have to look at it. Keep an eye on it. Okay. So keep an eye on, like, I really like SUI, SUI. I like Link. That's for the long term. Yeah. H-bar. Oh, yes. 100%. H-bar works with Ripple, when I recall well, because there's so much good information coming. It's unbelievable. And they're all working on the AI and the blockchain and the Web3 and the coordination between all these things. And they all do a part. And that's great. And that's, let me see, Aero, A-E-R-O, great. Ondo, of course. Lingo, fantastic. Lingo. Yes, it went down. It came from somewhere 28 or something. A friend of mine had it on 41, then it went in the 60s, and then it went down, 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 but not so much down as others. Great, that Lingo, and a very good future. Really good company. Mocha, yeah, M-O-C-A. Mocha, Mocha or Mocha? I think Mocha is with 2 C's, but this is with 1 C. Don't forget it. And then happy. I like that word. I love happy. I try to be happy always. My mind is programmed to be happy and appreciate, full of appreciation every day. For life, for fun, and that this is going well. And then you have Pyth. P-Y-T-H. Pyth? Pyth. It's for the Spanish people, a good one. Yeah. And then you have Bome. It's good for trading. Bome goes up and down, 10 points, up, down. You can make a little extra money there. And yeah, the mini doge. Keep an eye on mini doge. Yeah, that's the thing. So I name a few that I say, those keep an eye on those. See what you can do with it. These are good funds. And today, you saw for sure how much those meme coins went down. Go in these coins who have a business behind it. They have a basic. Yeah, there is value. What is in a meme coin? I'm not talking about the meme coins who have a gaming company behind it, because there is also business behind it. There is value behind it. There is development behind it. There is knowledge behind it. And that's great. But all these things, like, and I say it again, fart coin, oh gosh, every time when I think about it, how is it possible that that thing went up? And I don't have fart coin at this moment, but I would not be surprised that it still goes up. And this tells me something. People buy on emotion, and I say it again. Newton said, I can calculate all the numbers, but I can't calculate emotions. Enjoy your day and keep an eye on the good ones and say goodbye to the bad ones.